Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It's been a while since I have gone live on Facebook, and I am super excited to be sharing with you some amazing things that we at Inspire Life and Inspire Co. are learning and really have a desire from our hearts to pass on to you. As many of you know who have been in this community for years, some of you, thank you, one, for your trust. Thank you for engaging in here, and thank you for building this community and help build this community. We are so grateful, and I reflect on that every single day. I'm grateful for those of you who have been practice members, who have come to events, who have, we're doing a school supply drive, who have donated in any capacity, even if it's just your time and your energy. We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And we understand that the landscape of building community now looks very different than it did. And one of the things that we Inspire Co., I'm saying that intentionally, Inspire Co., yes, we are evolving from Inspire Life and have been for some time into Inspire Co. We really stand for your health and your life inspired by choice and not inhibited by chance. And what that really comes down to is understanding what autonomy really means when it comes to your life, your health, your consciousness, and how to own that on a daily basis. And when it comes to community, we recognize, like I mentioned, that community looks very different and has taken on many different forms over the years. And especially the last 2.5 years, we have recognized that while a lot of people went online, went to Zoom because of the way that the world was, we also realized the importance of human connection and being able to interact with each other and being able to see each other and not just a one-sided conversation, which is why we have been still and amplifying our presence in the community when it comes to in-person events in Minnesota. And some of you are aware that we have been hosting immersions and we have been hosting different workshops for you to really break free from the illusions and the blind spots of life that keep us stuck in loopholes of grief and shame and guilt and resentment and judgment. And while all those may seem very ethereal at times and bigger concept, know that when we carry those through space-time and judging other people, judging ourselves, having resentment, having shame, having guilt, those emotions and thoughts can manifest physically. And so this is the somato-emotional approach that we take at Inspire Life, and are seeing the calling to be able to teach that and to be able to interact with that and being able to have a dialogue. When I come live on here and have in the past, it's me talking to a screen. And I know that y'all get something out of it because I love to teach and I know y'all love to learn. And our vision, and some of you have been asking, what is the bigger vision? Our vision for Inspire Co. and what it's evolving into is to create a space that we can gather that is beyond just a brick and mortar practice, is beyond just a Zoom call or a Facebook Live, but rather an actual space that integrates with nature, that integrates with play, adventure, and wonder, and really gets us back into our home and our body and our senses. This is something that I downloaded in chiropractic school 10 years ago. I was sitting in the back of chiropractic school, sitting in the back of the auditorium, and I started to really connect to what is it that I want to do with my life? And what is it that I want to do? And how do I want to serve people? And how can I serve people in a way that allows them to not only connect with their body, but also reconnect with the earth, reconnect with the planet, and reconnect with each other as human beings? Because I don't know if y'all have seen, but oftentimes it can feel like we are just walking around pissed off and afraid of each other. And that's not how human beings are meant to live. We are meant to be social creatures who can rely on each other and depend on each other because we do better as community. And science is showing that in community, our telomeres, which if you're unfamiliar with telomeres, they are part of our DNA. They are extended, which means our health span increases. And community allows us to also develop a sense of personal resiliency. It increases our immune system, which then ultimately, as we become stronger and more resilient and connected, we realize that we have an integral part to connect to the world around us, meaning nature, animals, the ocean, the forest, because we are not separate from that. We are one and we are connected. And therefore, if we can feel connected with each other, we have the ability and the potential to impact the planet. So that's my big vision. And the way I describe it is creating what I call holistic Mayo Clinic. We know that people fly in, they drive in, and the Mayo Clinic has, it's very pristine, and people from all the world are familiar with it from the medical standpoint. When there's like the unhealable cases, right? We don't really know what's going on, so go to the Mayo Clinic, and there's things happening there that maybe aren't being done in a medical setting, in a normal day-to-day medical setting. And so what we are up to at Inspire Co. is creating just that from the vantage point and the perspective of holism. What do I mean by that? Holism means that we are beyond the sum of our parts. We are more than just our organs and like a meat suit, as I say, but we are emotional beings, we are spiritual beings, we are mental beings, and we are beings that are interconnected with each other and nature. And so holism sees that we are beyond just the sum of our parts, and that in fact we are whole all the time. We are not broken. We do not need to be fixed. It is the illusions and the distortions in our mind that tell us otherwise, that we have been programmed and conditioned to believe from an early age. And sometimes even before we were born, these stories and patterns and habits and behaviors that we perceive and experience in the culture oftentimes can then get injected into us. And when we have values and perceptions injected into us that don't align with our true, authentic, holistic nature, we then fall into the trap of being misaligned, being distorted, and incoherent with our own nature. And so our mission and our vision of Inspire Co. is to create a space where you can come back home to you in all parts of you. Your physical well-being, your nervous system, your mental, emotional well-being, your spiritual well-being, and your ability to tap into sources of power, not to overpower, but to empower from within, and inspire others in community to do the same. If any of you have been on a healing journey and gone into maybe the medical system or even gone to a holistic doctor, you may have sometimes felt like you're on the journey alone, even if there's people next to you, right? Like they may be on the table, they may be passing through, and it can feel very isolatory. And our team has really, really looked at, this aspect of community and being with each other and reconnecting to what it means to be human and deprogramming everything that we've been told and educated about. We can all agree, maybe, I at least have found and seen in my clients, that the educational system is lacking when it comes to this type of conversation, when it comes to empowering people in their body, how their body actually works, and how to become your own best doctor. And with this, part of that is connecting to your personal vision and mission and purpose on the planet. Because when you can really own who you are, you therefore have enough energy moving through your nervous system to connect and interconnect with others. Because when you have a vision and a mission and a purpose on the planet, it requires working collaboratively with people. And the collaborative center of the brain is really our higher brain, the ability to connect and collaborate and get creative and co-create. But when we operate from our amygdala and our brainstem, we are living in a place of fear, of scarcity, and that you're all alone. And that's not working for our culture, right? I think we can all see that. So some of you have asked what the bigger vision is, and I just laid it out on you. Now, what does that actually look like? So Inspire Life here is not going away. We will always have a location in Minnesota, and we will always be serving our community here. And that may be me, another doctor down the road, a lot of our other team members, Michael is a personal trainer and a health coach. Jess is a holistic occupational therapist and a Reiki practitioner and a lifestyle expert. Ashley here at the office is a yoga practitioner and getting trained in somatics and breath work. And then Scott, her husband, is actually getting his mental health certification to actually be working with people for more of a trauma-informed consent, understanding that trauma, as we're learning, is actually stored in the body and it's not all in the mind. So that's our team. And we really have seen how powerful nature can be and how powerful getting into nature and playing and connecting with the elements can bring a profound level of healing and energy that actually lasts through space-time, and it's not just temporary. And we have been on the search and are on the search for land. And I say that, I think this is one of the first times I've shared this community fully, that we're creating this. It is in process. And it may be in the Midwest, it may not. So just to be transparent, we are creating what I'm calling the Holistic Mayo Clinic. And it's going to be called something else, trust me. Because we see the power of this and we have experienced it in many versions at our immersions where we go into nature, we're off the grid, we're connecting with each other, and we do so much work together, and we break bread and have dinner and enjoy community, which, by the way, I have 6 spots left for this fall, this November. We also are opening up registration for spring immersion. So if you're looking to tap in to what I'm talking about on a micro scale right now and have it be close to home, only an hour away from the Twin Cities, then I'm going to highly encourage you to tap in, because we are moving in a direction and a space where we're creating something even bigger. And it may not be in Minnesota simply because we want to be by mountains, right? Mountains are amazing, or the ocean, just to bring in more elements. So we're not going away. Don't worry. This is going to take time. It's a process, but that's really been my mission all along, is to have space and to have land. And to me, being able to pay for land and not necessarily brick and mortar is great, right? But the ability to invest in a bigger vision for more people, more spaces, more practitioners, and the ability for you to stay and immerse yourself for extended periods of time can be such a powerful way and gateway into quantum healing. So that's the bigger vision, y'all. I laid it out for you. We're doing our work behind the scenes to make that happen. And so what I shared in this link in this video have to do with all of that? Well, a lot of people will come up to me and say, how are you so aligned with your vision and your mission and your purpose? How did you figure out your purpose? Because I see a lot of people where they feel sometimes directionless. They don't know how to figure out their vision, or maybe they do a vision class, but they don't actually know where your values in relation to your vision comes from. So we're going to be talking about that at this class, at this month's Inspire Co community and support call. And you can join just this call, or you can join our membership. It's only $22 a month. So I wanted to let you know what we are going to be talking about this month. And let me tell you, when you can actually truly connect authentically to your vision and your mission and your purpose, the world seems way less challenging, because you are focused and you're clear and you're in alignment. And challenges no longer feel like they take over. Sure, you still deal with challenges, right? When you're connected to a vision, it doesn't mean you don't deal with challenges, but you see challenges as an opportunity. You experience challenges as serving you, as teaching you, as a lesson to grow and expand you in a more authentic way. So if you desire that for your life, and listen, you don't have to have a land vision, or your vision can be you want to be the most amazing present mom on the planet. If that's your vision, we can work with that. So we're going to break it down. What does it actually mean to have a vision? How do you distill it down into a mission? And then really discovering your own authentic purpose. And it all starts with looking at, what are your values? What is it that you actually care about in life, and not living into the projected values and injected values from other people, like your parents, like your boss, like your clients. Because when you can be in your own authentic nature, you come out of judgment and into love. And when you're in your own space of loving yourself, you automatically love other people for who they are, and you don't want to change them. And a lot of this work that I'm learning and facilitating and teaching, I want to give credit where credit is due to Dr. John DeMartini, who has been an amazing mentor of mine. And I had the opportunity of sitting with him for 5 days to become a breakthrough method facilitator. So this month's call, Tuesday, September 27th, we are going to be talking about creating a vision, creating your mission, understanding your values, what makes you unique, and how to step into that and not judge yourself for owning your values. So like I said, I put the link in this video. It's only $22 a month, y'all. And a lot of you have brought up, okay, well, what is this? How is this different than like this Facebook group? Here's the thing, like I see Kim watching, like I can't have a dialogue with you. I can't teach you. we can't have a dialogue back and forth. So this is our up level of membership. Like I said, it's $22 a month. It takes us off Facebook, first of all, because they're going to continue to change their algorithms. And I want to create a space, even if it is virtual. I get it's not in person. I totally get it. It's Zoom. And even with Zoom, you can still interact. We can see each other's faces and we can workshop these things. Whereas me just talking to you, I can't understand what's happened to you personally. I can't give you feedback to you personally. So this is our level of creating personalization in a lot of the topics that we're seeing come through in practice members. And also to create opportunity to have a question and answer session. And it doesn't have to be related to the topic. It can be related to anything in health, anything in holism, anything in human consciousness, right? You're surrounded by experts and you are supported. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions below. I will post a link in this video, how to join the Inspire Co. You'll see everything that it entails. It's just $22 a month. And honestly, a lot of that is going to go towards creating this larger vision, because that's what we want to create. So we're starting in a microcosm to then expand it in the macrocosm, and we would love to have you with us on the journey. So click the link, join us this September and beyond, and let me know if you have any questions about the land. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Have a great Wednesday. Cheers.